What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye Black. I want to talk about Kirk Franklin and his son Kerrion once again. I spoke about them some months back, and it was all in regards to a situation that happened where Kerrion accused his father of a leaked audio of his father saying some things to him when they got into a heated discussion. And I'm pretty sure that y'all may have heard the clip. I spoke about it. I'm not gonna get too much into it. I'll link you to our most recent video on the situation, which is actually on this channel. But Kerrion is at it again because Kerrion has now gotten into it with his mother and is making claims that his mother has abused him, mistreated him, right? And what's interesting is that his mother, who is Kirk Franklin's ex, actually defended Kirk Franklin and said that Kirk did not abandon their son and that he's possibly suffering from some type of mental issues. And I think Kirk is at a point to where he has other children. Kerrion, his oldest, and he feels like, he's a grown man. If he doesn't want help, if he doesn't want me helping him, I'm not going to put myself in that situation, especially with him being recorded. And again, I think there were a lot of people who were upset at Kirk Franklin and how he spoke to his adult son when we don't even know the gist of the conversation, the things that had went on. Because of course, Kerrion has made claims that Kirk Franklin treated him a certain type of way, and now he's claiming that his mother has treated him a certain type. Everybody is treating this guy badly. Everybody around him is treating him badly. But let's get into this article from the Atlanta Black Star. Kirk Franklin's son Kerrion Franklin appears to still be struggling with family issues. The gospel artist's oldest son live streamed himself in front of a family member's house because, according to him, his mother had assaulted him and he needed the online witnesses for his own protection. This is sad, bro. In the video shared on Instagram Live, Kerrion can be seen outside of a home talking into the camera while his mother, Sean Ewing, and another woman stand by in the background. He explains that he's filming the interaction because he was being abused and forced to go to the hospital, so he felt that he needed the protection. I'm being abused right now. I'm being assaulted by my own mother. This is on live. You guys. He said as his mother waved in the background. That's what these women would do, right? They'd wave at the camera. I'm going live just so I can make sure I'm protected right now. Let the world know my mama already done assaulted me. Now they're trying to take me to some hospital. This is crazy. But why are they taking you to a hospital, Kerrion? Why would your mother need to take you to the hospital? What point was she? Why would she need to do that? Unless she truly felt that something was wrong with you. And now people are starting to see that there is. And all these people that were upset at Kirk Franklin, how he spoke to his son on that leaked audio, we don't know what they talked about. We don't know what the interactions is. But it's very clear to me that he has issues with everybody. It ain't just Kirk. It's with his mother too. Because despite Kirk and his mother no longer being together, him marrying another woman, she must seemingly be on good terms with him. Because we can look at this to say, well, maybe she turned him against Kirk. That could have been the case. But maybe it went wrong. Maybe he went further and further down a rabbit hole where both of them are the enemy. And it could be because maybe he wanted to be in the industry and never worked out for him. So he's sort of spazzing out. You would think that's what it is, but he's 33 years old. He's 33 years old. I'm not saying that mental illness doesn't affect people. It absolutely does. We see it every single day. We see mental illness affecting people every single day. So we know it happens. Kerrion attempted to get his mother to call the police on him multiple times, which she said she wouldn't do. Ewing said little in the video, but did tell her son that he's always looking for attention and that she was called over to the house to assist or supervise while he picked up his belongings. So it seemed like she was possibly putting him out. The gospel artist's son gained attention earlier in the year when he posted an argument between himself and the Stomp singer in which Kirk can be heard calling Kerrion a B and A. It's family content. And threatening to put my foot up yo behind. The comments went viral and Franklin eventually responded with an apology and explained that he and Kerrion have had a toxic relationship for years and that they have been trying to rectify through therapy to no avail. I don't know if therapy is going to help in this situation, and I'll tell you why. People have to want therapy. It's obvious that this young man because he's older than me, but it's obvious that he does not want that. It's obvious that he wants to point the finger and blame other people for why his situation is the way it is, instead of him moving on with his life and say, you know what, I don't need either one of my parents. He feels like he needs his parents when he should not need his parents. He should want to move on from his parents, but he can't. You should want to move out of your parents' shadow. You should not care what your parents have to think about you, your lifestyle, whatever you have going on, unless you found that happiness. And it's very clear that he has not found that happiness. He is a very unhappy guy, and he does want attention. He wants to be known. You know, I believe he wants to be famous, and he's willing to throw his parents under the bus to do that. But again, people like Kerrion, they have to want to find help. But it's clear he wants attention more than help. He wants to have fame. Fame is a drug. It really is. And people want it, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get it. And that's what's going on in the case of Kerrion, it seems. A few days later, Kerrion's mother also publicly addressed the heated conversation between the two, as well as her son's allegations of being abandoned by family. I'm not saying my son doesn't have a testimony. What I'm saying is that they were not abandoned, Ewing told the Heartbeat podcast with host Erica English. No one abdicated their responsibility towards you. You are loved, Kerrion Franklin. I will look at the camera and say it. You are loved. We support you then, we support you now, we support you tomorrow. But there is a way to deal with it. You know, some people don't even have parents in their life that cares about them. They really don't. Some people don't have family members who care about them. This guy has that. Whatever his relationship with his father is, that can be fixed. Whatever the relationship with him and his mother, it can be fixed. But the fact that you have these spoiled adults, these millennials, these Gen Z who grew up in especially if they grew up in a privileged situation where they had successful parents, they don't really understand what it's like to grow up and not have that a good home, good family, right? Good values. They value getting attention and being famous over their support system. And what happens when you don't have that support system? When that support system is gone and it really abandons you. I don't think they've abandoned Kerrion. I think Kerrion is a grown man who refuses to grow up. That's what it seems like. Kerrion followed the live stream with a longer video where he opened up about his mentality as it relates to his family. I'm not angry. I'm under unnecessary mental pressure right now. The wages of sin cost. God gave me 3 parents and all of them failed, he said through tears. The same people who sent me to private school, they are not being professional and proper right now, won't pray for me, won't pray with me. I just gave my mother a chance to put her hand on the Bible and tell the truth. Instead of praying with me, she put her hands on me. Then that's assault. Now I'm sitting in my truck over at my granddaddy's house because they wouldn't let me peacefully go inside and get my stuff. Again, we don't really know the gist of the situation, but it is sad, man, because Kirk Franklin is a man of the cloth. The family seems very religious, but very dysfunctional. But again, when you mix, faith with fame and money, it seems to me that something happened in Kerrion's childhood, and he's blaming his parents for it. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, but sometimes these kids go through things and their parents never know about it. Or if their parents know about it, their parents ignore it. Never ignore the signs that your child is dealing with something, because something happened to Kerrion and he is blaming his parents for it, because maybe in his mind they turned a blind eye to it, or they don't care. He wants them to care. But again, he has to want to get help. He has to want to go to therapy and work through it. Lashing out and putting your parents out here. Listen, these are the only parents you're ever going to have. These are the only parents that Kerrion is ever going to have. These two people. Well, he said he has three. So his stepmom in there, right? These are the only parents he's ever going to have. You can't be mad at them forever, man. You can't be mad at them forever. You got to be able to find whatever the problem is and work through it. That's the best thing you can do right now.